Wait, you can tell her. Ready? Tell me when. Tell me when.
Okay, Angie, you said
Okay,
you were
wait.
going to come.
Go.
Okay, Angie, you said you're going to come and visit, and you didn't come and visit, so I expect some type of response to why you didn't come.
Part two. She has to do another because it's like 10 seconds.
Wait, okay.
So, yeah.
Tell me like he's mad at you.
Thompson.
What?
Wait, I have $1. Get over here, Tiara. Get over here. You need some burger in your life. You know what I mean? Need some enzymes in your body. Like,
Thompson, I need your help with solving this homework assignment because it's freaking hard.
for what?
What period do you have?
Next period. I mean, I have it this period. When we came in here for help, we have a sub in there, so
Wait,
we're doing it in trouble.
Bye. Bye, Allie.
So, what are you taking? Which class?
I was supposed to.
Oh, are you doing that error thing?
No, it's not that. It's the. I'll show you. I have pictures of it.
Okay, but I got to teach you the class.
The whole period?
Why didn't you? Yes.
You can have 2 for 1.
No. What the heck?
You should come in before
Yeah, I got
class.
We were assigned it.
Is this thing on?
This is recording. This is recording.
That is recording.
Do you think Jennifer can? Are you good at that?
What are you doing in this?
You can go yourself.
Hey, Crystal.
That kid was stuck.
Well, I hate word problems.
What's going on?
No, it's not
There in
work.
the front. It's stuck. It won't come out and stuff.
Well, let's take a look. When you put it in.
It's okay, so read first.
Nope.
It's
Okay, let's go.
this isn't the hard.
Hey there, Beaver. Can I get everyone?
Hold on, I gotta get to put the digits, that's the most important.
Everybody up, please.
Hello, Joshua.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Hinkley mission statement.
Psychology are so expensive.
Will be academically and socially prepared to discuss the state learning needs and the ever-changing world. To announcement, auditions for the music are just around the corner. If you want to be part of the Christmas show, then stop by 1409. Today, the after school on August 29th and 30th, you'll be asked to prepare a 1 to 2 minute song with an online instrumental accompaniment. For more info, reach to Ray, Mr. J, or Mr. Hayden. If you did not take a picture during registration, Life Touch will be here August 25th, 8 to 3. Staff, this is also for your ID. Are you argumentative? Overdramatic? Do you write killer essays? And you can think about joining the award-winning speech debate team. Our first meeting of the season is Tuesday, August 23rd in room 1403 after school. Attention all Edgenuity students, beginning next Monday, August 22nd, Edgenuity will be open from 7 until 5 p.m. daily, Monday through Thursday. There is no Edgenuity after school and parent conference days, September 15th, November 10th, graduation is 13th, April 20th. See Mr. Haley room 24/7 if you have any questions about this program. Are you interested in other career in healthcare? Want to hang out with other students who are? Join COSA, the Club for Future Healthcare Professionals. We compete in events such as biomedical debate, career displays, medical math, medical terminology, medical spelling, just to name a few. Our first meeting is Tuesday, August 23rd, in room 2203, from 3:30 to 4:30. Questions, be Ms. Hartley, Ms. Castro, or Ms. Van Gundy. Have you always wanted to be envisioned in football games all year long? Do you have an interest in playing today's popular music? Want a t-shirt and sunglasses to show your Hinkley pride? Next Monday, August 22nd, we'll be holding an interest meeting for anyone anyone to join Hinkley High School's pet band. That's right, pet band. The meeting will take place right after school at 3:30 in the instrumental music room 1460. There'll be snacks and drinks, so come on down. That is on Monday. Have a great day, T-Bird.
All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Uh-oh, careful now. Can somebody help explain to me what that little negative sign sitting in front of the parentheses means?
Doesn't it stand for -1?
Don't ask me, tell me.
It stands for -1?
Okay, it stands for -1. So I could really look at this equation this way. Thank you, that's correct. Okay. Okay. Now, what's the first thing we want to do when we're looking at an equation like this? Yeah, that's perfect. I want to eliminate the parentheses. Remember, I can't begin the solution process till I get rid of the parentheses. And I'm being told to distribute the -1, multiply it by everything inside the parentheses. That's good. So let's do that. -1 times -6 positive 6, she says. M. -1 times -5. Positive 5. Equals, and I didn't do anything over here, did I? I didn't touch anything there. So I'm just going to bring it down just like it is. Okay. Well, what's going on here? I have m's on both sides of the equation. What should I do about that? Do I want that? No. Crystal says no. What should I do about that? Yeah. Okay. So you want to get rid of this -2m? And I'm being told to add that to both sides. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yay? Okay. What I do to one side, I do to the other side equally. So that guy, he goes away. 6 plus 2 is 8.
Subtract 5.
Do what?
Subtract 5.
Subtract 5. Why?
Because you gotta get 8m by itself, so you can get 8 by itself.
Okay.
Or
Everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Javier, did you understand what he said? Do you know why he said to do that? Very good. Javier, got it. Subtract 5. I'm going to move up here where I have more room. So on the left side, all that's left is 8m. On the right side, careful now, Alejandro, what is -3 minus 5? -3 minus 5, Alejandro. You got -8. Everybody agree?
No,
No? Who said no?
me.
Okay. What'd you get?
I thought you said we do -8, like, instead of putting 8, like, we, because we have to divide, I thought you said -8. It's positive 8, you gotta, divide it by.
All right. Tell me what -3 minus 5 is.
-3 minus what?
-3 minus 5.
2.
2? Okay.
Isn't it? It's,
Well, let's take a look.
it's -8,
Why?
because when it's, you add them, it's above the negative and you add them.
Okay. Now what will I do?
Oh, wait. Oh, -8 and then divide.
I gonna divide by, Crystal?
-8.
-8.
Oh, eight
No,
M.
huh?
8M.
How about just 8? I don't want to divide by 8M, gentlemen, because I don't want the whole thing to go away. I want the M returning. Don't hold your hands in class. I'm going to divide each side by 8. -8 divided by 8. No. So what was that?
Negative.
-1. Is it 1 or -1? Thank you. Okay. I'm going to walk back through this. I was told that this little negative sign sitting out here in front of the parentheses really represents -1. That's correct. So I bring it down. Now we have to get rid of the parentheses in order to begin the solution process. So we distribute. I was told to distribute by multiplication. -1 times -6 gave me +6. The m comes along with it. -1 times -5, +5. This whole guy came down by himself without any changes. Then we added 2m to both sides, got 8m plus 5 equals -3. Then we subtracted 5 both sides, ended up with 8m equals -8. We divided both sides by +8. -8 divided by +8, -1. Okay, we're going to do some more. We'll do that. Let's hear it run through. If Homer can do it, we can do it. Who's your favorite musical artist? Ooh, that's an easy one. And then today, solving linear equations. Okay, groups again, just like yesterday. We're going to split up. We're going to have group 1, group 2. We're going to make sure everybody's on the bus. We will not proceed to the next section until everybody understands what we're doing. I mean, everybody. Okay? I need 2 volunteers. Crystal, come on up. What? Follows this. Wade, let's try that again. Double clap.
Either Frank Sinatra or Nate Fox.
Frank Sinatra or who?
The Ink Spots.
Oh, I thought you said Tupac.
No.
Same.
I like it, man. My favorite artist is Kendrick Lamar.
You have been
Giannis.
I think artist is J. Cole. What?
I was listening to that coming in today.
What?
Drink.
Drake?
Thanks, ladies. Okay. Just like yesterday, those people that are proficient, that this is making sense to you, I want to circle in the back of the room. The rest of you, I want up here as far forward as possible. Far forward as possible. If you struggled with the warm-up, I want you up here. If you did not, I want you in the back.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Come on up, get right, come on up. All right, gentlemen. Javier, right here. All right, I like this. Could you do me a favor? Oh, somebody there? I'm sorry. Never mind.
I know, but like, I'm trying to do like the whole 18, it's like, no.
Okay. So as group number one settles down a little bit, I have some work for you. But in the meantime, could you guys make sure everybody's got some minutes?
No, it's like, okay.
Okay. Here's what I have for you. First of all, I have a worksheet for you that I'd like you to take a look at. Here are the answers. Okay, so I've highlighted the answers here. I'm going to leave them right back here. If you need to check your work, please do. After you've discussed it, and after you've come to an agreement that you all have the same answer. This starts off fairly simply, just like the warm-up. It looks very much like the warm-up, but it's not going to stay that way. All right? So I'm going to be back to help you with this. In the meantime, if you take one of these, pass them around, get started. I'm going to get them started up front, and then I'll be back with you guys, okay? Guys, move in a little bit.
It's not a very good circle, but.
That's okay, Ryan, come on in. So come on in, Ryan, thank you. Now, I think that you'll be in good shape until you hit the fractions, and maybe you'll be able to do those, maybe not. I'm going to come back and I'm going to work them on the board right over here, one or two of the fraction problems, and I'm going to give you examples for you to work with. Everybody get that? What did I say? Okay. Let me start over. Let me say it again in case you missed it. Everybody good? Get started. The first front page should be fairly simple for you. Work on that. I'm going to get them started up front, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to take a look at a couple of the fraction problems. I'm going to do a couple for an example. And then I'm going to cut you loose and finish them up. Are there any questions? 19. Okay, we good? Ladies and gentlemen, are we good? I'll be back. Okay, here we go. Let us take a look. Everybody get a sheet? We're going to pick up right where we left off yesterday. Remember, the first thing I need to know is that there's only 4 things I ever do in math. Javier, what are they? Did everybody hear him? What did he say? Yeah, that's it. Add, subtract, multiply, and divide. I don't care what math class I'm in, that's the only thing I'm ever gonna do. It's one of the four. So if I get stuck, it's gotta be one of those. Has to be. Now, what else did we talk about if I want to reverse those operations? What should I do? What's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. How about subtraction? Addition. How about multiplication? Division. How about division? Multiplication. So as I go to solve these problems, I'm looking to take it apart, all right? I'm going to dissect it. I'm going to whittle away, like we talked about yesterday. If I'm going to eat a banana, what am I going to do? I got to peel it. I got to get inside of it to get to what I want. Some of them, I have to peel an onion. I got a whole bunch of layers to peel away, okay? So, where should we start? Pick a problem for me, Alejandro. Number 3. Let's start with one of the ones without fractions first. Number 8. Okay, everybody with me? So we're on number 8. You guys gonna move to the back?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I want to hear that. So, what's my variable? B. At some point, this B needs to be all by itself right now. Because I'm after its quantitative value. What does that mean, quantitative value? How much it's worth. B right here, there's some number I can put in here, multiply it by 69, and get 2,208. I want to find out what that number is. Can anybody just tell me off the top of their head? I can't. I got to figure it out. Or I got to get a calculator. Did you do it without a calculator? Okay. All right. So, how is the 69 stuck to the B? By which of these operations right here? Is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Multiplication is correct. Everybody hear her? You know why it's multiplication? No? It's what? Yeah, there's no sign between the 9 and the B, is there? There's nothing there. So I know that in math, that means multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? Division. Okay, so that means I have to divide. And I know any time that I think of division, I'm thinking of a fraction. Fraction, divide. Fraction, divide. What do you think I should divide by in order for the 69 to remain by itself? The B, excuse me. How am I going to get the B to stay by itself?
Okay, so for this one,
Divide by 69, right? Are you sure? Why?
No, so you're trying to get at the E, divide 5 right here.
Okay.
That doesn't
Let's divide by 69.
okay, so
How many times does 69 divide into 69? No. Listen. How many times will 69 divide into 69? You gotta get on the bus, Alejandro. Alejandro, yeah. How many times will 69 divide into 69? One time. Now he's on the bus. So if 69 divided by 69 is 1, what's 1 times B? B. That's why it cancels. Now, 2,208 divided by 69 is 32. So now let's talk about what we did. I know I have two sides to the equation. Gentlemen, get on the bus. Pay attention. Now, I have two sides to the equation. I see that the variable b is on the left side. I want it all by itself, but it's not by itself. 69 is stuck to it. And we were told that the 69 is stuck to the b by multiplication because there's no sign in between. And for me to undo multiplication, we had to divide. So we divided both sides by the 69 so that the b would retain its position right here. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. 2,208 divided by 69, we found to be 32. Now, how can I prove that that's a correct answer? Put it back in the original question.
There's a picture,
Equation.
yeah, I just looked up the
Everybody ready? Everybody on the bus?
Oh, she did that other one.
So I was told that I could put 32 in for where the b is. 69 times 32 is what? 69 times 32. 69 times 32.
Yes. You need to stop calling me Eric.
Okay.
Sorry, Jenny.
I like this picture.
Okay,
Oh.
so all you can do is just divide by 69.
Okay. Oh, 08? Oh.
Yeah, and then we cross it out right here.
Let's just see if you're paying attention. You pay attention?
Oh,
You're on the
and then
bus
that's the
today?
answer right there. Okay. So when you divide, it's not negative, it's just a positive.
Okay, let's do one
Oh,
more.
so we don't, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Uh,
and then you do the same thing with the other one.
pick one.
Oh, she did it.
Number 4.
So she said she could be 32.
Okay. I have two sides to the equation. I have a left side and I have a right side. Okay, if you know how to do this, go ahead and do it. Now, my variable is on what side of the equation?
Because you're supposed to put 15 to get.
The left side. Is it by itself?
You're supposed to put 15.
Yeah, it is, okay. I guess we're done.
62.
Something stuck to it, isn't it? Something stuck to it. What's stuck to it? What's stuck to it?
Like an answer somewhere.
What's stuck to the R? Is it, yeah, 17. Positive or negative? Okay, so if it's positive, how will I get rid of it? What's the opposite of positive?
That's what I thought, but I guess it's more to it.
Subtract it.
We have with all these.
What I do to one side of the equation must be done to the other side. Alejandro, what did I just say?
It's negative.
What I do to one side, I do to the other. Cancel. Down comes R equals 2. Now, how can I prove that that's a correct answer? Putting it back into the original equation where the R is. So that means I can put this right back in there. So I would have 2 plus 17 equals 19. Is that true? That's true, isn't it? 19 equals 19. So now I know that I have a correct answer. Okay? Not so hard. Okay, anybody struggling still? Let me know. We good? We good? Kinda? Should we do one more? Number 3. Okay, here we go. So now, what's different about number 3 we're going to look at? It's a fraction. That's okay. That's all right. First thing I have to remember, there's only 4 things I ever do in math. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. And I need to know the opposites of those in order to solve the problem. Now, I have 2 sides to the equation, the left side and the right side.
Right, like this, right?
On which side, Javier, is the variable? On the right side, okay. Oh, left. Left side, right. Left side.
Wait, oh, so
correct.
you get rid of this. Okay, so we
What's the
then we
variable?
just.
Oh, no.
X. Is X all by itself right now?
Oh, okay, sorry, I was confused. Yeah. You just did that right.
Nope.
Okay.
What's stuck to it? 5. The X has something stuck to it, and I gotta get rid of it. By which of the 4 operations is the 5 stuck to the X?
So should I put it in there? Or is that just the answer?
Do you know why it's division? It's a fraction. Anytime I see a fraction, that's division. Anytime I see a fraction, that's division. When I see a fraction, the first thing I think, divide. Fraction, divide. Fraction, divide. How will I undo division? Did you hear her? Very good. Did you hear her? What'd she say? What'd she say? Multiplication. So I gotta multiply both sides of the equation.
So it's just 5. Wait,
Okay, come up. What am I gonna multiply by to get the X by itself? He's, did you hear what he said? He said -5. What do you think I should multiply by? By 5. Why 5 and not -5?
Well, because this is a denominator.
I multiply both sides by 5. Now, if this was -5, you'd be right, but it's not 5. I know why you said it. Cancel. Down comes X. X never got touched. Now, what am I going to do here? Multiply. Why am I going to multiply? Why do you know it's multiplication? There's no sign between the 5 and the parentheses. That means multiplication. What's 5 times -2? Is it? Is that the answer? Okay. How do I know if I can prove that that's the answer? How can I prove that to be the answer? How can I prove that's the right answer? Okay, no. Put it back in. Put it in for X. So that means I'd have -10 over 5. What's -10 divided by 5? -2. Oh, look. Same thing. Now, I'm going to go back and check on those guys. What I want you to do is work on the front page, okay? Feel free to look and work with the people around you. See what they're doing. Ask questions. Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay, yep.
So you put 56 on both sides?
So I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. Don't isolate yourself and get stuck. Work with somebody else if you need to. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Oh, I'm going to do fractions.
-7, so it's negative.
Oh, I'm going to do fractions. I love fractions.
Alright, you don't have to tell me, I wanna learn.
Okay. Could I have you guys' attention just for a second? I'm going to do a fraction one. And it'll be a good, I'll do a couple of them, and then it'll set an example for you, and see if you can work the rest of them. Let's take a look at number 9.
Tell me. Yeah, you divide, you divide on that, right? Well, how do you see it?
Okay. That looks pretty messy, doesn't it? Especially if I don't like fractions. That looks like a really messy problem. But let's clear it up. If I could get rid of those fractions, I could solve it, because it'd be just like the problems on the front of the page, right? I'd have all whole numbers, or whole numbers with decimals, and I could just solve for the variables. Let's make the fractions disappear, go away. I'm going to make them disappear, okay? Anybody have an idea how I can make those fractions disappear? He raised his hand. Okay, all right. Go ahead. Okay, he says subtract 4/5. Could I do that? I could, but let me ask my question again. How can I make the fractions disappear? Right. Okay, you're halfway there. Did everybody hear what he said? Okay, can you add to that?
You're missing a
So
step.
it's like, it's basically the same thing, but isn't it like you put it in parentheses? Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
flip it, it's like.
Oh, is that the edge? Nuh-uh.
No?
Yeah, nuh-uh.
No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, let me show you. Here I have 3 fractions, correct? All right. What is the least common denominator of those 3 fractions? I'm going to ask the question again. You're there. What is the least common denominator? Does everybody know what that means? No? Okay, 60. Why 60? Okay, let's take a look. When I say least common denominator, what I mean is, what number will 2, 5, and 60 all divide into evenly? I'm going to say it again. What number will 2, 5, and 60 all divide into evenly?
That's great.
60 will divide into 10? Why 60?
That's 16 can be divided by 2 and it can be divided by 5 and it can be divided by 6.
Correct. 60 is the smallest number that all 3 of those numbers will divide into evenly. Nobody got that yet? So here's my procedure. I'm going to make those fractions all disappear. It's like magic. When I'm done here, there'll be no more fractions, and then I can just solve the problem. I'm going to multiply both sides by 60. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to multiply both sides by 60, and then the fractions will disappear. Watch.
him, you know, and see everything.
So it's negative.
I'm going to start on the left side of the equation. What's 60 times 5? 300. What's 300 divided by 2? Right, and it's going to be negative, isn't it? Plus 2. What's 60 times 4?
60 minutes is an hour.
240 divided by 5.
You didn't know?
Yeah, I did.
What?
Put in your 60 minutes.
How'd you get 12?
What is 240 divided by 5?
48.
48, positive?
Yes.
Fractions are gone. Now, does everybody understand where I got those numbers?
You're supposed to divide.
Don't lie to me. Oh, why didn't we multiply 60 by 2? Maybe we should have. What's 60 times 2?
The variable by itself. You got it by itself.
Didn't we have to multiply everything?
Okay. 60, 16.
Yeah? Distributive property, right? Oh. Now, what am I going to do here?
So you multiply 65, 493, and then divide that by 60?
Correct. Do that. What do we get? No, it's simple because those cancel.
Oh, are you for real? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, give me that.
Not so.
Give me triangle.
Just the one, you want
The circle one?
no, just the one's triangle.
Does it have a
Okay.
spear?
Spear, not a
Let's do
spear.
this.
Spear.
Spear.
Let's make sure that we
It's
understand
spear,
how
it's
the
sign it.
multiplication of fractions work.
Spear.
Here I'm
Spear,
multiplying
not
60
spear.
times
Spear.
negative 5 over 2, correct?
It's spear, the pink sign it.
60 is the same as 60 over 1, right? 60 over 1 times negative 5
Stop
over
calling me
2.
Erica.
And when I have multiply fractions, I just multiply straight across, right? When I multiply fractions is the easiest thing I do with fractions.
Oh wait,
So I'm going to multiply straight across. Okay, 60 times 5. Okay, negative 800.
Negative.
And 1 times 2 is 2. There's where the negative 150. Good question. Now, when I pulled the 2 down, I got ahead of myself, right? And I was just moving along, and then I was corrected by Miss Hartley, and she told me, well, aren't you supposed to multiply the 50 times the 2? Or the 60 times the 2? And the answer is yes.
Wait, subtract 25?
Alright, so is it bad if you get a negative decimal?
Okay, is it bad if I get a negative decimal number? First of all, I don't want a decimal, I want a fraction. If the question or problem is presented to me in fraction form, I want to answer in fraction form. If it was presented in decimal, I'm going to answer in decimal.
I mean, if it's presented in whole numbers, would that be considered to be?
Okay, be smart, bro.
If it doesn't, do I get it? No, if I eat too much chocolate, I don't get
Hold on.
You go to Pickens already?
What'd you call it? Yeah. What I? What's what? You want to hear?
Did you guys finish?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's take a look. What do you think?
Well, now I am.
What am I going to do here? Subtract 168 both sides? So I have 150 negative 150R equals 325? 325. Now what?
So you know the stuff that we did, we're supposed to write it down.
Thank you, negative 150.
I know I have it.
Can I reduce that fraction? To what? Like that? What'd you say? Oh, over 6. I thought you said 3. Let's try 6. Tell us how you did that.
Well, I mean, I got different method.
Oh, you don't really know? You what? What did you, how did you reduce it? Divide by 5. How many times does 5 go into 325? 65?
Deadass.
Is that right? Okay. So now, how many times does 5 go into negative 150? Negative 30. Oh, can I reduce that again?
Yeah.
But then we're going to find out if we got a bigger number. Okay, how many times does 5 go in? 30. Oh, how many times here? Okay, do I need to do another one? Okay, good. What's the first thing I had to establish in order to begin the process? Least common denominator, multiply both sides, and then the fractions disappear. Then I have just like the problems on the front page. Then I do something. So, rule of thumb, if the question or problem is presented to me in fraction form, I probably should answer in fraction form because that's what the SAT does. Now, if they presented it to me in decimal form, my multiple choice on the SAT would be decimal. So we come see, come solve.
Would this be,
Yes.
Did it.
Okay, everybody have a question? Do I have to reduce it? I probably should, because on the SAT it's going to be reduced. Okay, I'm going to run back up there and see what those guys, they're messing around. So I got to go check them in. I'm going to be right there. Are you guys good? I'll come back and just.
Where do we turn in our homework? Thompson, where do you want to?
Okay, what do you guys good?
Yeah, and this was for our assignment that we did.
Okay, I'm going to check that. You guys want to get with them? Are you ready? Do you see what I did on the board up there? Do you know anybody in that circle?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think you'll be okay? So, let me get you paid. I'll get you, the worksheet. So, I can watch you guys see that you got them all completed, right? Okay, I'm going to be back in 30 seconds, and I'm going to ask you to solve some problems for me. Yeah. So, well, how's the 40 substitute? Which population?
I don't care.
So I don't want you to, there's no sign where you're 48 and divided, so that is
Yeah.
so I'm going to divide both sides.
You were telling me how to do it.
So you remember how we talked about it, there's no sign? So there's no sign.
I'm just trying to freaking remember the
Negative 40 or
Well, what's tough for you? So let's take. He's gonna be negative.
I don't know. I just remember.
Okay, ladies. So from now on, I want you to just group over here. Or you can do the same way.
Yeah.
Are we good? Yeah, thank you.
And then the other
Would you put your last name on there too? There's a stapler behind TR. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back, okay? Okay, who has a question for me up here? Hey, I hear a lot of talking, so I guess you do have a lot of questions. Who has a question? Who got stuck? You had a question. Which one? Tim? Okay. Alejandro, did you get 10? What'd you do? Alejandro's going to tell us how he solved 10. Let's listen.
You gave him hair gas or what?
What? Sure you did. You can explain it to us why you're doing it.
Maybe, so I get it.
Well, if you can't explain it, you didn't do it. Okay, well, let's remember the help. Okay, let's look at number 10. Could I have your eyes up here, ladies and gentlemen, please? Please? Number 10. Watch.
No, but he doesn't wake up till like freaking 12. He don't come to school. No, he graduated last year.
Okay, I have two sides to the equation. I have a left side and a right side.
We got me a promise ring and I was super happy.
On what side do I find the variable? On the right side. What is that variable? N. So at some point in this process, I want N down here all by itself so I know how much it's worth. That N is representing the missing value that makes the equation true. It represents some number that's going to make it true. Now, how is the N by itself right now? Nope. What's stuck to it? 15.
Yeah, except C was like, they were just in like.
By which of the four mathematical operations is the 15 stuck to the N? Division. Fraction, divide. Fraction, divide. Fraction, divide. By division. So how do I undo division? Multiply. Okay. What do you think I should multiply to get that N by itself? 15. 15. Whatever's stuck to it is what I'm going to do.
So that was a problem.
Now what do I do? Okay, you say it's like this, you mean? Okay. All right. So I don't have any sign between the 15 and the parentheses. There's nothing there, so that means multiplication. We talked about that. So what's 15 times negative 62?
What? Where'd you get 48?
Like that? How do I know if that's right? Put it back where it started? Okay.
No negative.
I've been so late.
Does it work? Gentlemen, I gotta get you guys up. Does it work if I put it back in? Yes, no? Is it yes or no? Who said yes? Okay, let's put it back in and see what happens. I wanna see you do this. I wanna see you do this. So that means negative 62 equals negative 930 over 15.
Over time.
What's negative 930 divided by 15? Is that a true statement? Is that the truth?
I mean, if I do.
No. Alejandro said, no, it's not true. Do you think it's true? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's true? Is it true? Yes? Okay. Monday we're gonna do more. Because each day we're gonna do just a little bit more. And before you know it, we're all gonna be back in one group, all on the same page. We're not letting anybody get behind. Alejandro, did you hear that? What did I say? What did I say after that? No, I'm gonna say it again. Nobody's getting left behind. You understand that?
Getting left behind.
Okay, before you guys go, I want a little piece of paper and tell me what you learned today that you didn't know from yesterday. Just write me a brief little thing, a couple sentences. What did you learn today that you didn't know yesterday?
Tell her I said.
No, you say it.
Lost work.
You what? Which one? Yeah, you can write it on there. Okay, I want you guys to do the same thing.
What did he tell me?
Just on a really tiny piece of paper, you might want to hand those out in the last 5 minutes. Just write me something that you learned today that you didn't know from yesterday. But if you knew everything, then put down, I know everything. Okay? Well, see, people are doing different procedures to get these answers. That's fine. It's typical in math.
Thompson.
Yes. Can you what? You can ask. You ask. Okay, what's it for?
It's a volleyball.
Oh, you're playing volleyball? Okay, here, hand it here.
Hey, my first game's
Is it here?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, I'll win.
That starts at 6.
Okay. Anybody want to buy a chocolate for the volleyball team? $1. $1 volleyball team chocolate. Just put it over there.
Hey!
Hey!
Mister!
$1.
For chocolate. For the block.
Hey, which one do you want? Almond, $1. Support the volleyball team, $1 chocolate. Yeah, just put them up there. Not yet. $1. What lunch do you have? Come in, I'll help you.
I already did it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was wrong, but we still did it.
Try it. The only thing that matters, right?
No, you have to get it right.
I mean, we'll know right
Right. Eventually.
If you guys put your desk back, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, you work on it. We'll know you're gonna work on it.
Good job, you're Yeah. Like,
Give me a.
you know? I'm pretty sure. It's complicated. But I'm pretty sure it's like,
Yeah, everyone does. Oh, yeah, it is.
It is a forever and it actually.
Ryan,
Yeah.
I would need
that's
to-
a problem.
I'm done. I'm not gonna talk about T2 anymore. I'm not bummed stuff.
When are you gonna get on the bus? If you can't use this Yeah, you guys make sure you know the bus.
I'll always
Javier
get-
got on the bus.
I'll make sure Alex is always on the bus.
Okay. Always.
Even if it means we get on the bus.
Sam, goodbye.
What?
Goodbye.
Bye.
You can just set it right here. Are you picking this up? Your girlfriend. What map did you have last year?
Raekwon. Will you cry if you
So this makes sense.
You don't like it?
Thank you.
Alright, Mr. Thompson, what would you like me to do with the, what I learned today that I didn't know tomorrow?
Put it up there,
In the basket or over here?
just on top of my book right there, please. Thank you.
Do I have to staple them together?
What? No, I'll get it. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, did you learn anything, or did you already know all this? Okay, good.
Alright, bye, Mr. Thompson. Bye, Ray.
Thank you, good job. Thank you.
I'm not rushing to leave because I have, I don't have another period this period.